coming. So
I am the ruler. Obafemi, my boy. Welcome to the Wrestling Pit Podcast review of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. This was a way better one than last week. I wasn't here for the rant for last week, and let me tell you, it sucked in my eyes. Rhea should have never won. Roman should have never won. I'm gonna keep saying this. I was okay with CM Punk winning though. My favorite was Seth Rollins, but I'm okay with it. That was an either or. But yeah, no, there was no reason why Solo should have lost. Why Solo lost or Liv lost. Now we're in this weird world on SmackDown with Solo and everybody, and we got Cody Rhodes looking like a doofus. Like I can't believe. I hate Triple H for the fact that. Now I actually see what Shane meant by how Crown Jewel just make everything look weird and it's stupid. Like how Liv Morgan was teaming up with Nia Jax. I'm like, why is Cody Rhodes teaming up with Jimmy Uso? That he had no reason to be teaming up with Jimmy Uso at all. He had no reason to involve this. I'm getting off kilter. We're supposed to be talking about Raw.
No, I'm just yo. Matter of fact, when we get to that Gunther segment, I'm gonna explain why. I'm gonna explain why Crown Jewel is the stupidest PLE of all time.
Woo! All right, I'm sorry, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I had to center myself because doing this Raw review just brought back so many stupid memories, and Hulk Hogan for that matter. Hulk Hogan.
Ooh, that was terrible.
That was terrible. But anyway, so of course we get a recap of what happened on that terrible debut last week. I gave that like a five. What did I get? Like a 5 or a 6? Oh my god, that was so hard. But we kick off Monday Night Raw with CM Punk, and my man comes out. He does his due diligence, and we all from the Wrestling Pit Podcast want to say our thoughts and prayers are with the people of California. I mentioned that because that's what CM Punk also talked about. He took a minute to acknowledge all the firefighters and the people of California because they was in Bailey's part of California. I think it was San Jose, California. I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's also like Rey Mysterio's and them parts too, or close to. Yeah, but yeah. So that's how he started off. He wanted to take a minute to announce that. Then he got to the entertainment part, as he put it, and he talked about basically after putting Seth Rollins behind him, what is his future. He even made reference to John Cena, saying how people usually say they can't see the sign in the future. He said, but I can see it, and he declared himself for the Royal Rumble. Before he could go any further, Seth Rollins would come out, and I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be interesting," because I thought they was gonna put this to bed, but no, it seemed like Seth Rollins is going the Drew McIntyre route. He's saying that though he's not gonna, I guess he's more disappointed than himself for losing that match. I think he did say something about I can't remember how it exactly went. I think Seth Rollins when he said something about. And he said something to CM Punk, and CM Punk said, "Well, I'm the winner. At least I'm the winner, right?" And he said he'd rather be the worst version of himself than to be CM Punk. But yeah, that he said that he don't think he couldn't think of nothing better than in redemption than to also declare himself for the Royal Rumble and shatter CM Punk's dreams of going to WrestleMania and main eventing by eliminating him and winning the Royal Rumble itself. So I'm like, okay, we still keeping this going. And then before he could finish what he was going to say, Drew McIntyre, Petty Drew, my man Petty Drew, still being petty as always, comes out. And this time he's actually not targeting CM Punk. But CM Punk did like throw some jabs at him, saying that he said the last time I saw you, you was on your knees begging and crying for me not to end you and take your life. But he said if you come down here and take a step in this ring, it was gonna take more than 15 staples to seal your face back up or something like that again. And but Drew said, you know what, this is not about you. I was actually talking to Seth because he had said something. I can't remember when he said to Seth, but he said something to Seth, and he was basically saying that he was disappointed in Seth for the fact that Seth Rollins didn't try to come out and help like everybody did. Like everybody tried, him, Kevin Owens, they try to do their part in keeping Roman Reigns from getting his Udo follow back and getting closer back to being in power. But he was disappointed that Seth didn't come out and help. He said Seth always talking about how he doesn't want Roman to get back in power, that he did everything he could at WrestleMania to take him out of power, but he didn't do nothing last week. And Seth Rollins said, since I was in that case, his invitation is my invitation to you. You come down this ring, I'm gonna stomp your face into the mat. He said, I'm not here to fight you. I'm just trying to, Petty Drew being Petty Drew. I'm trying to remember what else they were saying. That he said that now the only way, I guess, basically he declared himself for the Royal Rumble 2, saying that he's going to do basically the same thing. He's trying to crush Roman Reigns because he said he's actually not trying to deal with CM Punk and Seth Rollins at the moment. The bigger concern, he's going to step up and be the hero for everybody, is trying to keep Roman Reigns from being in power. He's going to go into the Rumble himself and eliminate Roman Reigns and stop Roman Reigns from winning the Royal Rumble and going to WrestleMania to challenge Cody Rhodes. Basically, Drew is like Kevin Owens. He feel like everybody is dropping the ball and allowing Roman Reigns to get back in power, which is true. Which is true because ain't nobody really thought about the fact, like I keep saying, Roman Reigns has not changed. CM Punk really hasn't apologized for the things he did after he left the WWE. So CM Punk and Drew McIntyre still got a point here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. They almost got into a brawl, but that's what Drew was like, no, I'm not about to come down there because I got bigger fish to fry. And that's what he declared himself for the Royal Rumble. And then that was it. That was the end of the segment. Pretty good opening segment. That was a pretty good promo. We got three more people declared for the Royal Rumble, and at least some of the participants are starting to fill out. I think as of right now is John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Drew McIntyre. I don't think Kevin Owens has declared yet. I can't remember. I can't remember if anybody else declared for the.
He's gonna be in the match.
Huh? Oh yeah. I mean, usually sometimes if they don't win the championship, they end up being in the Royal Rumble. I remember when Brock Lesnar lost his title at WrestleMania, he ended up being like number 30 in the Royal Rumble.
We're talking about Brock and Kevin Owens. We're talking about two different people.
Yeah,
there's levels to this.
Yeah.
It's Kevin.
But the Rock might be in there somewhere.
Nah, the Rock probably ain't gonna be. He probably gonna be there, but I don't think he's gonna be in the match. From the way things are, because it's kind of like a rumor going around, or like if y'all watch the YouTube channel Wrestle Talk, they said that that WWE is known for a while now that they wasn't going to be able to use the route for WrestleMania, and that they filmed something at the Moana 2 premiere for him, between him and Cody Rhodes, to foster the beef. So apparently and then what he did on Monday, I guess what he did on, because we'll never see what they filmed at the Moana 2 premiere. So what he did last Monday was kind of like the same thing they did at the Moana 2 premiere.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be them squashing the beef. So apparently there is no more beef between him and Cody Rhodes. and we don't. They just leaving all these plot lines that they just started open ended because they ain't gonna have The Rock for WrestleMania and stuff like that. I think the thing is he's doing reshoots for Moana or something for the live action Moana or something like that for, around WrestleMania time. That's why he won't be able to wrestle. But I digress. Shane, what do you think about that opening promo?
Uh, I mean, it was cool. I mean, I just hope at the end of it we get Seth, Kevin, and Drew. Um, I took the common goal is Roman Reigns, and I'll kind of get to that later.
Oh
When
yeah, that whole rumored rebuild of the Shield thing. Yeah.
I'll kind of get to the whole Roman Reigns. See, I can't talk about this segment too much until I get to the Gunther segment, and then I can put it together a lot better. But for the opening, I mean, it was what it was.
All right, Jeff, what do you think about that opening
It was
promo?
cool. It could have been better, but hey, it's a promo. It's a good promo to start off the show.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, the Royal Rumble though, it's gonna be a lot of questions.
It's definitely gonna be a lot of questions. Shay,
What's going on?
no. You just got here in time. We just got done talking about the opening promo with CM Punk and Drew and Seth Rollins. So, what did you think about that?
Here we go. Petty Drew always asserting himself in business that ain't got nothing to do with him. I like how CM Punk talked about, dang, I had it in my head and I forgot. Dang, he talked about some good stuff, but I liked his promo when he said, I'm about to beat up, me and him about to go fight, so if you want to fight, you can come in this ring right now. He was ready. He was
Yeah,
ready
CM
for it.
Punk was ready. All right. Well, to be fair, I forgot most of the promo too. A lot of it. I mean, a lot of the good parts was between Seth and CM Punk. It was like a couple of stuff I forgot about it too. So don't worry about it. All right. Then we move on to the first match of the night, which is a debut match, and I know Shane was happy about that. That's how it goes. It's like this.
Mhm.
All right. But I mean, it was like they said, it was the worst kept secret ever because I mean, we known this for months it was coming. But so I'm not even going to try to suspense it. The first match of the night was Chad Gable versus a luchador, the not Rey Mysterio luchador, not even Dominic Mysterio luchador. You see the hand signals. It was Penta. My man Penta, and he put out, it was a pretty good match. This was actually one of the better matches of the night too. Penta and Chad worked so well together, especially that beginning moments of the match. They were just doing those little exchanges instead of trying to fill each other out, getting the best of each other, exchanging moves, reversing moves. That was pretty good way to start the match. But as it got going, Penta got to do his high flying stuff. I don't know what that was that what he tried to do with the bottom rope. It looked like he might have slipped and he tried to do like a springboard leg drop, but it looked like he kind of slipped, so he didn't come off right. But
Yeah.
other than that, it was cool. And I get that to him. It's nerves, jitters. He finally got to the big leagues where he wanted to be at. I can't wait to see Penta versus Rey Mysterio. Stuff like stuff like that. Those are some matches I want to see now with him in there. Now that I got to actually experience Penta, I think that would be a good matchup to see Rey Mysterio, especially if we're gonna further Dom's descent. I can see he like passed the torch over to Penta or Dragon Lee, and Dominic's like, I'm your son. You're not even gonna pass it over to me. You're not gonna give me my mask or nothing like that. So it's a good way to continue the descent of Dominic Mysterio. They like how Chavo don't like the fact that Ray is continuing Eddie Guerrero's
I think
legacy.
name
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero's name. So it's like you could do that with Penta or Dragon Lee, or even Penta's partner. What's his Ray
Ray
Phoenix?
Phoenix.
Ray
Yeah,
Phoenix.
like he's giving them the ability to carry on the Mysterio name instead of his own son Dominic. So it's like little ways you could kind of do that because we pretty much could tell Ray is at the end of his career. He's pretty much at the end of his career on that.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
the match between Chad Gable and Penta was good. I liked it. I liked it. He's gonna have a bright future. I did kind of before we start. I was talking with Jeff how Penta got some backstage heat for that promo he did. Cause I guess it went on a little bit too long. That's the rumors coming out of Monday Night Raws that he got some heat with some from people because they saying that he took too long on the promo part and Penta won, by the way. That's what I'm getting at. He won and then he did like a promo. It was a thrilling match though. I think it went on like for 15 minutes. I glossing over a lot, but it was a 15-minute match that was very good. It really put over Penta. It put over Chad Gable too for the most part. Because Chad Gable was no slouch on that, man. There was no slouch. They hit each other with some hard hitting moves, especially that German suplex on the apron. So it was pretty cool. They put each other over, mostly Penta. But what I was getting at was Penta got some backstage. They said that rumor is not really confirmed, but it was saying that he went on a little bit too long with the promo. And that some of the matches time a couple of matches and a couple of segments, either matches or segments times got cut a little bit just because of that. But it don't really matter though, because if he went over a little bit too long, you could have just went over a little bit longer because Raw on Netflix got the ability to just on the fly be like, hey, we about to just do an extra hour. They could choose whether or not they could go because according to Triple H, they could choose whether to be 3 hours, whether to be 4 hours, whether to be 2 hours and 30 minutes. They could add time because Netflix are allowing them to do that. So I don't understand the whole him. If it is true, that don't make really much sense, but
It don't.
it is what it is. But anyway, it was a good match. 5-star match. I'll give it that. A 5-star match. Since this is Shane's man right here, Shane Punch, tell us more about Penta, how this match was for you, because you know more about Penta than I do.
I don't watch Penta and Lucha Underground, TNA, AEW.
AEW. Yeah.
I think this was probably his best solid wrestler match with Chad Gable. And we gotta give it to Chad Gable. We gotta give his flowers what it's due. As far as in ring wrestling, Chad Gable was probably top 5, my opinion. I stand on that. The match was very solid because that's not Penta's style at all. At all. If you look at all his other matches prior or previously, in AEW and whatever, that wasn't his style at all last night. So for him to adjust and Chad Gable kind of giving him the ropes, man, that was a good match for Penta. We need to move Chad to SmackDown because I noticed his theme song. It got like a little Kurt Angle feel to it. I don't think nobody caught it, but it
Oh
did.
yeah, I've noticed it. That's why it goes well with the "You Suck."
Yeah, I caught it.
I
Yeah.
said, I always say that Kurt Angle had a better career on SmackDown than he did on Raw.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We're gonna
if
do
we looking
this.
at like the people who made their careers, technically John Cena did both on Raw and SmackDown, but it was mostly SmackDown.
SmackDown. Yeah, mostly SmackDown.
Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Batista. Those are the
Yeah,
just a few people who made their name on SmackDown. Triple H,
we
he was more of a
we
Raw person.
if we're gonna do this with Chad, we need to do this on SmackDown with Chad Gable because I think it'll work.
I
I
Yeah.
mean,
think it'll work.
yeah, and I think we need if we're going to move him into that Kurt Angle like role, he needs to be winning singles titles and eventually a world title. I could
But
see him like filling those shoes of Kurt Angle. Like,
no, of course. But for the match, oh yeah, all day. That was definitely a different type of Penta I've seen from previous years. So that was a good match for him. And for the people that's complaining, I mean, for the backstage, I mean, for the rumors and whatever, I mean, you still have 30 minutes to 11 o'clock. I mean, you can still get it. So I mean, I just saying. Um, for the promo, I mean, he was passionate about it, man. I mean,
his family was there too.
respect.
I
You know
forgot to
what I mean?
mention
Like
that. But
he's in WWE, like it's a moment for him. You know what I mean? So, but wait till his brother come along. Jesus, I hope the tag team division is ready because his entrance hard.
Mm-hmm.
His entrance is hard. WWE
Mhm.
definitely made it feel like it was a big deal. So
Yeah. All right. All right. Um, but yeah, like I said, his family was there. That was a beautiful, touching moment. You see
yeah,
his daughters was basically in tears and happiness to see his father finally in the big time, the big leagues of WWE.
so
But Jeff, what did you think?
That match, I give it 10 out of 10. It was a great match. Some of Chad Gable's best work. Um, Chad, to be honest, they should have been doing this with Chad Gable a long time ago. Chad Gable, I'm glad he didn't got away from the Alpha Academy and the other guys because like he needs to be that singles competitor. Uh, he needs to be pushed for a title. He's the next Kurt Angle. I just hope he don't get hurt like Kurt Angle, and then have to, you know, retire or anything because he got great talent. And Penta speaks for itself. To be honest, if you ain't never watched none of Penta stuff, you gotta go watch his matches because he's one of the greatest luchadors out there.
And they went out their way to let us know too. They said he was like outside of Rey Mysterio, who they said Rey Mysterio was like the best luchador. They said he was like the second best.
Hmm.
All right, Shay, what did you think?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good match for our first match. It was good. I'm kind of happy. Chad Gilbert didn't win because I I really want Old Boy to win, so that was good that he didn't win because I don't like Chad Gilbert like that no more, like I used to. But it's all good in the hood.
All right, all right. Um, so we got a backstage segment with Finn Balor and Liv Morgan. In particular, is what pissed me off was that they was backstage talking and Liv just come out of nowhere like, what you guys talking about me, huh? Oh, he said, oh no, he said we wasn't talking about you, but I was telling the guys surely Liv Morgan will become champion again. I'm like, she'll be champion now. But then she said, yeah, no, she's gonna win her championship back, and she said she will be champion again. She said that Triple H, I don't know what was you thinking? Oh God. I mean, considering what we got later on, I guess the crowd was loved it, but and I don't get me wrong, I loved it too. I just don't think it was necessary at the moment, but you'll understand what I mean later on. It was like before the final match. Uh but they was basically allowed. Then he said, "I'm gonna allow Liv and Dominic to like to get their issues, work on their issues after what happened last week." And Dominic came in with some roses and tried to apologize to Liv Morgan for it. Try to make it seem like it wasn't nothing. What he did last week wasn't what she thought it was. He was just trying to work an angle and all that type of stuff. I'm like, it was very Eddie Guerrero. It was very Eddie Guerrero. If for my younger crowd, if you seen him in China storyline, they had a similar thing where Eddie pretty much messed up and then he tried to get back with China. He had flowers and all that type of stuff. It's very. I love that it's reminiscent in both his storyline with Rhea and with Liv is very reminiscent of Eddie in China. That's very reminiscent of that. So kudos to Triple H for that. I don't know why he took the title for Liv, but I don't know. That was all right. Because now we about to be stuck in the vortex of a certain Flair and Rhea again.
Woo!
It's the mommy era again.
It's the mommy era, and we're gonna run it back with you know who, Flair and Rhea.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Yeah, nah, nope, yeah,
I hope I really hope he changed the script, and that was not what we're about to get. Because I mean, I hope he changed the script for the women's, not the men's. Because I want the men's one to happen. Because I think that should happen. Because we need that record to be broken. I'm not gonna, for people who don't know, I'm not gonna spoil who wins the men's one. But if you understood what I said, a record needs to be broken, then you'll understand who I mean.
Mhm.
Who is winning the men's one?
Oh, I
For the women's one, yeah, I don't want a certain Flair and Rhea running it back again.
Charlotte.
But so Dominic Mysterio, she lets Dominic Mysterio know he's not in the doghouse. She is all good. But he could go get her bags and Raquel's bags and make sure they get everything ready and stuff like that. And that was it. He think everything went good, and he was like, "Nah, Finn, like you got a lot to learn, kid." And they went to talk about how he's about to end his rivalry with Damian Priest. And Dominic Mysterio, I think, said something about like, did he need help with the ring? He was like, "No, why don't you go get Liv's stuff? Why don't you go work on that? You seem like you got a lot to do." And he was just looking at Dom like, "Wow," as he was putting on his tape and stuff. I'm like, "Oh well." And that's my problem with this whole thing that was it for Liv. That was literally it. We don't see Liv no more the rest of the night. Her or Raquel. You see my problem with her not with having the championship? Because look what Triple H do. He relegated her to a one-off segment. She didn't even try to come on to attack Rhea or anything. Just a one-off segment. That was it. Just a one-off segment. I'm just like, oh God, here we go. Then we get another backstage segment with PFC. This was also another worst kept secret. So I don't know because y'all. I remember somebody in the chat shared the Rey Mysterio promo. I think that was Chris. Chris shared the Rey Mysterio promo from Raw. I seen that when I watched Raw. I didn't get to catch Raw on. I watched Raw on my computer, so I seen that segment as it aired with Raw. So I had actually had that promo aired. So I don't know if this PFC segment actually aired on Netflix, but it was a segment with PFC. And the worst kept secret was, it was pretty much confirmed that PLC was the one who attacked Kyrie Sane. And I'm like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, we already knew that. But it was just so weird that what threw it off was the camera caught Dakota Kai, and that was a blunder. That was a black stage blunder. It was Dakota Kai was out of position. So when the camera was rushing to Kyrie Sane, the camera was never supposed to show Dakota Kai standing there just listening to it. Was weird. It's like, that's your teammate. Why you standing there listening to her scream and then you come rushing in? The camera was never supposed to show Dakota Kai. So it threw everything off. It made it seem like Dakota Kai could have been the one to attack her, but it was really just PFC. They and then you could tell they played it off like that. I think a couple of weeks ago they even showed the replay of that, and the replay still had Dakota Kai in it off, out of position, and they were just like, "Oh yeah, it was PFC." They just pretending that she wasn't there, and that lets you know that was a blunder, that was a goof, that was something that we wasn't supposed to see. But PLC was just saying that what they did to Kyrie Sane was a message to everybody in the women's locker room and to the people with the transfer window open, anybody who wants to come over on SmackDown from SmackDown to Raw, that they could shoot their shot or whatever. And
Can I just say something real quick?
and go ahead.
Don't nobody believe y'all. No one. Absolutely no one. You wanna know why? Because you lose every time. Every freaking time. Don't nobody believe y'all. Sonya Deville, hey Jeff, get the trash can. Take that team and put it in the trash. The whole squad. Everybody. Put it
The
in the trash.
whole
All of
squad.
them. You, Zoe Starks, Shayna Baszler, go in the trash. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. In that garbage. Go there. Stay there. Because nobody believes y'all. I'm sick of the booking of this women's division because nobody believes them.
No, but I will admit, I think they ended that whole segment by saying that they eventually will become women's Intercontinental Champion or whatever. They will win the title, and I do believe that Triple H is definitely going to put that title on one of them. In my opinion, it's going to probably be Sonya first. It's either going to be Sonya or Zoe. If it's either or, then like the second person will be Shayna. So if it's like Zoe first, then
Listen.
Sonya's going to get it last, and
One of them three wins the Intercontinental Championship. I'll give you $20. I will send it to you personally.
Oh yeah, they're gonna win it. They're gonna win it.
I don't believe it.
The only reason I do, because the only person that's undefeated in that group is Sonya Deville. Sonya Deville has not lost a match in a singles match anyway. She has lost a tag team match as a group, but as a singles competitor since she came back,
When's the last time she been in a singles match?
Huh?
When was the last time she was in a singles match?
Right.
That was like, I want to say 2.5. Yeah, maybe about 2.5, because that was about November. January. So that was about November when she had a singles match.
Right.
And she won it. She won it.
Yeah.
I think it was against Lyra. Yeah, I think the last single match she had, she beat Lyra.
Yeah.
Cause that's why I said she probably is going to be the first person of that group to win it, because she got a legit claim over Lyra. Because she's the last time Lyra lost a singles match, it was against Sonya Deville.
Well,
it was either Lyra or Dakota Kai. One of them.
If Sonya Deville wins the IC title, I will send you $20.
All right.
You better get ready, little big man.
Because I don't believe it.
You gonna get a free $20. Watch.
The thing is, that's probably going to be the way how if they do go the route of breaking up that group, they go, because Triple H loves to run back Evolution like stories. So I could see how I could see that being like the thing that breaks up the group because she gets jealous that one of them got the title before her. Because she do not seem
Yes.
she seems more the Triple H of Evolution in the sense of she's not going to allow them to. She's not going to allow Zoe or Shayna to be champion for long because she wants to be because she
He
wants
talking
to
about?
be it.
He talking about?
Sonya Deville.
Oh
She's
yeah.
like Sonya Deville. If you look at the group beyond them sucking, she is the Triple H of the group. Just like Evolution. So like I can see I see like if I see Zoe or Shayna, I see Shayna actually as the Batista and Zoe as the Randy Orton. And I can see them like kicking her out the group, one of them out the group if one of them wins before Sonya do. So I,
Yeah.
I can't see that happening. Beyond them sucking, I can see them going that route. So we get to the second match of the night, which is Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser, with implications of that whoever wins will make a case to be the next person to get the Intercontinental Championship match. Now, this match in itself was good, though it's a little repetitive because we've seen this match before, but they always Sheamus and Ludwig already put on the banger, so it was all. I give it a pass, but I was not. I won't. I will admit, I wasn't too interested in that because this is like the third or fourth time we've seen them fight, and
Mm.
Exactly.
and it's for the same reason. They all is the reason of them fighting has not changed. It's them being a rivalry / them wanting the Intercontinental Championship, but the fact that the Intercontinental Championship is in the picture is, uh,
It's
something
great.
that I guess gives it some type of leeway. They at least are fighting for something. And speaking of which, this is the second week in a row that your Intercontinental Champion didn't have nothing to do but sit in the crowd. He was in the crowd last week. He was in the crowd this week. I'm like, come on. What are we doing with Braun? We could have used the extra hour. You could have gave Braun Breaker the match.
It was Penta's promo.
Right. Penta's promo meant that Braun Breaker couldn't get a match. Or he couldn't even get like color promo. But okay. We're just gonna keep him. He was just at ringside to scout his potential next number one contender. The match itself was good though. It was the typical Ludwig Kaiser and Sheamus match. He got Sheamus came out with that extra long lady. Everybody remember when Fit Finley had just like a little thing, a little lady. Now
Yeah.
Sheamus is coming out with a staff, almost like somebody off of Lord of the Rings. Like, why did this lady keep getting longer? Like, come on now. Like, I love the Finley's shillelagh. You gotta be young. Yeah, this is early 2000s for my younger fans. This is early 2000s. I'm 34 years old. I've been watching wrestling for a long time. I ain't see a lot of wrestlers come and go. I remember when John Cena first came in. That's how old I am. But and he made his name off of Kurt Angle since we was talking about Kurt Angle. That was kind of cool. I actually would like Kurt Angle to come back and wrestle one more time against John Cena. It won't happen. It won't happen, but that it would be a fitting end that he was the beginning of John Cena's career, and he should be there for like the end of it. Even if he just come back for like just to hug John Cena, like it would be poetic for him to be in WWE for John Cena's final
corner, yeah.
Because he's technically the man who put John Cena on the map. Him and Undertaker, because Undertaker, that whole backstage segment with him and Undertaker really put John Cena on too.
Right.
But I digress. It was a good match between Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. Pretty good standard match. Sheamus run with an out of nowhere bro kick to pin Ludwig. It was like I said, it was pretty cool. I just really didn't care about it. This is like the fourth or fifth time we've seen it. I mean, I cared about it, but I just didn't care a lot because it was like, okay, all right. This is like the fourth or fifth time we ran this back, but eventually this needs to be a payoff for one of them. That's what I'm getting at. It needs to be a payoff for either Ludwig or Sheamus at this point. But yeah, Sheamus got the victory. It was pretty, like I said, still a pretty good match. Still entertained by it. Just didn't care the fact that we ran this back a lot. I'm gonna start with Jeff this time. Jeff, what did you think about this second match?
Uh, it was it was a good match. Although we done seen this 4 or 5 times, but hey, Sheamus is showing that he still got it, and that he could be one of the and be a champion. And I hope he continues what what he's doing now, because if not, I don't think she's gonna get another chance.
Yeah, all right. Before I go to the next person, I forgot to mention too that after Sheamus won, he got up in the face with Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker like pushed him and stuff, and they was arguing. And I think if I'm correct, that match got made for Saturday night's main event too.
Hmm.
I think that's going to be where we're going to see Sheamus and Braun Breaker face for that title.
Yeah.
Shay, what did you think about it? When she said,
Um, it was good. I mean, we did it like three, four, 5 times already. But I mean, it was good. I'm happy Sheamus came back and won to face Braun Breaker. Sheamus, let's go, Slam. We need to get the Grand Slam. Let's go, Sheamus. Let's go. Other than that, yeah, it was good. It was a good match.
okay. It's weird because Sheamus made his name off of John Cena, and both him and John
Stop
Cena
biting me.
got the same problem. They both haven't became Intercontinental Champion. That's kind
Right.
Hmm.
of that's kind of also poetic. But Punch, what do you think?
Um, the match was the. I mean, I know we seen it a few times, but the match was cool. Um, Luther Kaiser, he definitely have a bright future. Um,
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
he can go. And he's good on the microphone. So it's not like the man can't tell a story in the ring or he can't sell his matches because he already shown he's good on the mic and he's good in the ring. Um, Sheamus against Braun Breaker at Saturday Night's main event. I mean, cool. I would have loved to see them at the Rumble. I think Sheamus deserves. I hope Sheamus get the IC title. I just wish it was on a bigger stage. And that's no offense to Saturday Night's main event, but I feel like if we're gonna make Sheamus a Grand Slam champion, it should have been at the Rumble. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, and we need to get Braun Breaker out of this little vortex, and 'cause he got a bright future too. I don't want his star power to
Uh,
die. I don't want his star power to die. I think, but speaking of which, we're getting close. I got a couple of backstage segment, and then we get into what Punch want to talk about because that is the next big thing coming up. But before we get to that promo with Gunther, we got Seth freaking Rollins, and this promo is just basically him confirming that I guess like I did Kathy Kelly or somebody who interviewed him. They heard that he just got done talking to Alan Pierce about a match next week, and he confirmed that he made a match with Drew McIntyre. And that's what we're gonna get next week. We're gonna get Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. And I love the fact that when they sold it later on the night, we got the move-in match card. Please, Triple H, for the love of God, been
I
asking
love
for this
that.
for years. Bring back the moving match cards because
I love that.
that is so cool. It brings more depth to the match when you got dealing like 'kay, if you guys remember too, like it's two different versions. You got the one where they just saw them individually. Then when they saw them both on screen, they more like taunting each other. So it's
on each
like
Yes.
other, yeah.
yeah, so it's like that was cool. They make two different ones. So I need that. I need that back. But yeah, that was pretty much it. No, then he got confronted by Sami Zayn. Almost forgot about that part.
Hmm.
Sami Zayn I think he came to talk to him. I think he mentioned something about him losing to to CM Punk or something like
Mhm.
that. And Seth Rollins would chastise Sami Zayn about helping Roman Reigns. They were
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, I see you've been helping your boy Roman. You helped him win the Uda Father back." He said, "Now he's gonna be the Royal Rumble. You're gonna help him win that too. You're gonna help him win the championship at WrestleMania." Like he really got into his head and said, "When is it gonna be about you? Instead of helping Roman, when is it gonna be about helping yourself?" And he just left Sami Zayn to ponder on that. But I like that. I like that he kind of like, hey, you doing all this for Roman Reigns, you helping him winning all this stuff again, just like before. We also, I don't think this was sung on actual air, but there is a Carlito and JD McDonough promo. I don't know if this was sung on Netflix, but
Mhm.
it was this was shown before, and I'm about to mention too. We also got a notification or a
Yeah.
promo saying about a transfer, an official transfer from Raw to SmackDown.
Yep.
But it was after this Carlito and JD McDonough promo where they basically was asked about Finn Balor and his match and about the drama and whatnot. And they just basically said there's no drama and that the journalists are trying to stir the pot, trying to put drama where there's no drama. And blah 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 that, and Finn Balor was going to defeat Damian Priest. And then we got the Miz, who was outside of Adam Pearce's office, who was joined by Karrion Cross, and this is where, thanks to Karrion Cross, we find out that the Wyatt Six has officially been traded to SmackDown. The whole group. So we don't know who Raw would get for that. I don't even think nobody. I don't think they got anybody for the what you call the Braun Strowman trade. We still don't know what Raw got for the Braun Strowman trade. I do not. I don't. If I'm mistaken, yeah, I don't think when Braun Strowman went to SmackDown, Raw didn't. We don't know who Raw got for that. So far,
Mm.
so far, Raw has lost some people in the trade to SmackDown, and Raw has not gained anybody, to my knowledge, other than Penta, who was a free agent. I don't think Raw has gotten anybody from trading, and it's a trade, so therefore they were supposed to get something in return. And I don't think they got anybody in return for Braun Strowman or the Wyatt Six. So, but Karrion Cross confirmed that, and this is where we get Sami Zayn again. Asking Karrion Cross was whatchamacallit, was Adam Pearce in the office? He said, yeah, he's in the office. Then Adam Pearce, I mean not Adam Pearce, but Karrion Cross said something to Sami Zayn, and so did the Miz. I can't remember what it was, but they said something that caught him off guard. And I think they was making fun of him that he wasn't about him
He
helping
wasn't
Roman
world
Reigns and
champion.
not being a world champion, and that led to Sami Zayn saying that he was going in there to talk about something else, but then he's gonna get now he's just gonna get a match with him and the Miz made for later on tonight. And now for what Punch been waiting for, the Gunther promo. So Gunther comes out and basically talks about everybody, how he disappointed with everybody's performance last week. I'm not, you and me both, Gunther. You and me both was disappointed. You and me both. But yeah, he was saying, basically he's the standard. Everybody fighting over drama, this and who wants to be the tribal chief dad and all this. He said the only thing that matters is him and the world heavyweight championship, and that he's the standard when it comes to the ring. And then he would get interrupted by Jay Uso. Yeet.
Okay.
Jay Uso will come out and basically challenge um Gunther to a match for the World Heavyweight Championship at Saturday night's main event. And Gunther will actually question Jay, do he actually want this match, or is he sure? Because for him, main event is a nickname, but is where for Gunther is where he belongs, is where that's his rightful place, and he feels that Jay's place in the main event is not where he's supposed to be. He said he would be nothing more than a good tag team wrestler, And then he will leave the ring. Then Jay would go and give a passionate speech about how he was scared to do it on his own. That he's right. That he might, he was a good tag team wrestler, and that he was scared to do it on his own. But he bet on himself and he believed in himself, and that he feels that for him being in the main event is just not a nickname, but like Gunther, that's where he belongs too. And he basically said, yeah, that's he wants the match, and it too will be made official later on, just like the Sheamus and Braun Breaker. Them two matches are confirmed for Saturday night's main event. Um, but since this is what Punch want to talk about, you got the floor.
Wait, before I do, anybody else got anything to say about it?
Jeff,
No.
Shay, y'all got anything y'all want to say about the Gunther promo?
I know people are gonna say that my husband don't deserve it or whatever. It's fine. I don't care. Jay Uso for World Heavyweight Championship. Yeet,
Yeet.
yeet.
I actually have, if Triple H do change the Royal Rumble, the person who supposedly, because of the leaks, is going to win. If that person don't win, I want Jay Uso to win. So I with
Jeff.
you. Jeff,
Uh,
you
that
got
match,
anything you want?
that promo was pretty good. I didn't have nothing against it, to be honest. Uh, yeah, it's a it's a promo. You know,
It's a promo.
yeah, it's a promo. You see, I didn't put up the trash can, so it wasn't garbage.
All right.
All right. All right. Well, floor is yours, Punch.
Okay. You see why I hate to go kind of backwards, but you see why I said Saudi Arabia is stupid? Because ever since then, look how y'all book Gunther. It shows it. It shows it. Y'all done booked this man so weak that the world title is not even getting mentioned at all by absolutely none of the top guys in WWE. Not Punk, not Drew, not Seth. And this goes back to the promo earlier.
Well, no, Punk has mentioned it. That's who
I mean, he mentioned it last week, but
he
his
mentioned that's who he wanted to face if he win the Royal Rumble. He win the Royal Rumble, he's going after
right,
Gunther.
here's the thing, right though. Roman Reigns was the show. Roman Reigns and the Uda Follow was the show. It the bad part is we done put the focus on Roman Reigns so much that we done took the energy out of the world championship in a whole. That's why I said
Yes, yes,
that
yes.
pay-per-view was so dumb because you made the world champ. Now we back to square one with the world title. We don't know what to do with it. So this is no offense to Jay Uso. I yeet all the way. But you're gonna put Jay Uso in this match, and if you don't pull the trigger, he takes another loss.
Back to square one.
When it matters. So, what are we doing? At first, we turned Gunther to a baby face. Then we turned him back to a heel. Then we made him soft. We made him doubt himself. Like, what are we doing? That wasn't the Gunther that I knew from NXT. No, no. I need the ring general. I need that Gunther. But I told you, ever since Crown Jewel, everything has been stupid for the world title scene. It's been wrong and it's stupid, and we making Gunther and the world title look like an afterthought again, again. Why is we making this world title seem like an afterthought? Cody, last week got more TV time than Gunther. And this is your world champion that's supposed to be on Raw. What are we doing? Why? Why was the whole promo show about Roman Reigns and him getting the Ula Fala empowered? Huh? I'm confused. So we just like, oh yeah, Gunther got the world title. Whatever. That's, whatever. That's not my main squeeze. So everybody's main squeeze is to get Roman Reigns out the Royal Rumble. Like, come on, like, what are we doing? This is
Mm-hmm.
bad. We're making the world title seem like it's nothing.
This,
Again.
this is why I said Roman should have never won last week. Roman should have
No.
never won last week. We were
Yeah.
supposed to be on a downward spiral. He should have been on a downward spiral, and yet this man has won more matches than he has lost.
Lost.
He's lost WrestleMania and what Bad Blood and
Yeah.
that was it.
Now, Seth Rollins, what he told Sami Zayn, he was right. Kevin Owens, what he told Cody Rhodes was right. Roman didn't apologize to none of them guys. Absolutely
I've been
nobody.
I've been saying that from the beginning. I've been saying that. What is the
Roman
point?
Reigns.
He never
Roman Reigns.
apologized. He is still heel. We went from babyface Gunther to now heel Gunther. We was supposed to go from heel Roman Reigns to babyface Roman Reigns.
It got
Right.
so real that I wish Roman Reigns could help Jay win the win the world title. That could have been the first start to an apology. No, we're not getting that. You want to know what we got? Oh, well, Roman Reigns got this Ua follow, so we got power. So now the focus is we got to get Roman Reigns out the Warrior Rumble so you want to go against Cody. But meanwhile, you have another world champion on Raw that nobody cares about. What are we talking about? This is why I said Crown Jewel is the stupidest pay-per-view of all because of the aftermath of that pay-per-view. Go back to Survivor Series. I don't even think Gunther was on the card.
I think no, was he?
No,
I don't think Gunther was on the card. I think
no.
no, cause yes, he was, cause Cody wasn't on the card. He
What?
had to be on the card. Cody wasn't on the card. I could have sworn he was on the card.
For what?
Cause I know Cody wasn't. Cody didn't wrestle
Yeah,
until
Cody got.
after Survivor Series.
We made the world
But
champion.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna look it up while you talking.
We made the world champion look. Oh my god! It goes back to even when Seth Rollins had the belt, and Seth Rollins put in all that work to make the title. If that's the case, you could have put it on AJ Styles.
Right? Yeah, you could put on AJ Styles.
But you gave it to Seth Rollins and you put in all this work, and no disrespect to Seth, he's still not a bigger star than Roman and Cena and all of them. So what are we doing? Seth put in
Yeah,
all this
he
work.
was on the card. He faced Gunther. He faced Damian Priest for the
That's right.
heavyweight championship.
Yeah, that was stupid. Look at the booking going into it. This whole world title run for Gunther has been nothing but a miss. It's been brick after brick after brick. So I'm sorry to say this. When we get to Saturday night main event, which that's another stupid thing to do, because if you're gonna pull the trigger on Jay, why he can't win it at the Rumble? Just saying. But if we're gonna pull the trigger on Jay, we need to pull the trigger on Saturday night because Gunther World title it just sucks at this point
Yes.
because they don't know what to do with it.
I I have no idea. I know he will be defending the title at the Royal Rumble, according to
Who?
Gunther. According to the leaks, almost every champion is defending their title, except for the only people that wasn't on the card was the women's, the women's Intercontinental and the women's United States, and
Why?
maybe the actual United States. I can't remember the man's United States was on there or not. One of the man's mid card titles will be on there, but I know Gunther and Cody are defending their titles at Royal Rumble. I can't remember who
I
they were.
bet you we're not getting a tag team. I bet you we're not getting a tag team titles on the PLE.
I don't think we.
Guaranteed.
I don't think we are. 'Cause I think the card for the singles fights, I think it's gonna be Cody, Gunther defending their titles. It's gonna be somebody else, and then we're gonna have the two Royal Rumble matches. I think it's only gonna be 5 matches: the two Royal Rumbles and three other matches, and two of them is gonna be
Let
Gunther
me
and Cody.
guess. They're going to give Jay a screw to where Gunther still wins. They're going to get a Jay Uso rematch at the Rumble. Oh my God, yo, oh man,
No.
because who else is going for the world title?
I
Who
can't.
else is?
I don't think it was Jay though. I don't think it was Jay. I think they're gonna set. I don't remember as Jay if it was Jay or not. I don't think it was. I think it was against somebody else.
It better not be Damian Priest because we seen that.
I don't think it's Damian Priest either. It was somebody else he's gonna be defending the title against. It's not nobody returning anything. It just I can't remember. I just can't remember. I just remember that him. I just
Because it
remember
was
him and Cody and somebody else was on the card for matches outside of the men's and women's Royal Rumble.
I mean, at least if we start the Goldberg feud, Goldberg can help Jay win the world title and we can start that feud. For God's sake. I guess. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I said Crown Jewel is stupid. It's the dumbest paper PLD of all time. Because look what it does after. Yo. And then for Cody, uh CM, well, at least with CM Punk, when he saw the woman, he got a deal out of it. For God's sake, Kevin Owens is right about Cody Rhodes. The World Championship looks dumb as hell right now. And for God's sake, Roman never apologized to his bloodline. None of them. And the
No,
dumbest of all, The Rock is a babyface. So we just throw everything out the window. Oh my God. I guess that was my rant on the world title. That was my rant on the title. I don't know. I'm sorry. I took a lot of time here, but I'm really mad because of how they booking Gunther. He's one of my favorites right now. Booking him
Well, I
to
don't
look.
like him, so I mean.
Listen, if you don't like, that's understandable. But I'm okay with that. I'm cool with it. It's just the fact of how we booking his world title run. It's a flop. It's a flop. It's a flop. Just put the belt on Jay Uso. At least we can yeet through the damn thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man. I'd rather see Jay versus Punk any day.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, that would be good.
I was wrong. I think it only the leak only
No.
shows the women's and men's Royal Rumble. It don't show like the full match card. I thought I could have sworn it showed the full match card, but it shows the women's and men's Royal Rumble match.
Bet you Gunther not gonna be in the Rumble. He gonna be in the skybox and looking to see who wins the Royal Rumble.
There you
Oh,
go.
yo.
Yeah, he gonna be in the skybox.
Oh my. Oh
He's ready for a fight.
Well, how are we going to make this world championship even? How are we going to make this world championship even believable if we don't start if we don't start showing it off in big time moments? I don't understand it. I I don't.
Mhm.
This
Yeah,
title run
I
is
don't.
not
I
at
have
all.
no idea. I have no idea. All right. Well, then we got Bailey.
Here
No.
we
And
go.
Oh.
so we got a Bailey promo
Oh
where
wait.
she
Yep. Oh wait, little big man, you froze.
froze.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I gotta fix that. Hold on. Give me one moment. Nope, that didn't work. I don't know what the heck is going on with my camera right now. I think that you you got mad at me for going to look up that leak. No, I can't get it to come back with my camera. There we go. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
There you
I
go.
should be good.
There you go.
All right. But yeah, no, yeah, we got Bailey. So Bailey, it's just at first, it just seemed like she was there. They talked about her, opportunity coming this Friday against Tiffany. And then they also asked her about Penta and the fact that this is her hometown. So she kind of got the crowd hyped. And she talked about Penta, whatnot, promoting Penta. And that was pretty much it. She really don't have no significance until later on. And we're gonna this is part of why I think Triple H should have let me book last week. He should have let anybody but himself book last week because last week threw everything off. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, that debut on Netflix set the tone for everything coming. This
Mhm.
Monday, Friday, World Rumble, not stream was Elimination Chamber,
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania. This was gonna be the road to WrestleMania started with last week, and we started off horrible. Hulk Hogan, just to paint the picture.
A little big man.
Yeah.
That's what we
Oh
need.
yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
Hulk
Half
Hogan.
the majority of that card,
See,
the
this
majority of
what
that
we
show
need.
need to go in the trash.
All
But
right, y'all do know he's coming to Saturday night, being December.
Yeah.
SmackDown deserved to be in the trash from last week all the way. The whole trash can.
oh
Yo,
my
but wait,
God, Triple H, come
shout
here.
outs to shout
Come
outs
here.
to
Hold on.
Jacob Fatudo with the promo last week.
Oh yeah, that
It's
promo
so
was
funny.
fire from Jacob. But Triple H, come here, Cameron Shane.
Cameron
Oh,
Shane.
If you
Cameron
if
Shane.
Triple H, I love you. I do. You were my childhood. I got in trouble doing the DX chop.
Oh, you
I come from a place of love when I say this. Don't you put that old man on that on Saturday Night Main Event. Don't
Please don't.
don't do that.
Don't.
And
bro.
I'm gonna take my personal bias out because and trust me, it's not about political. It's not about political, but I'm gonna even take that out of it. Nobody cares about Hulk Hogan anymore. I'm gonna just
yo,
even.
but they said the old head is supposed to be, I forgot his name, is supposed to be doing commentary, and he really don't like Hogan.
Who don't
Look,
like
if
Hulk?
you bring Hulk Hogan and he do anything like Jesse Ventura did, that whole show is gonna get booed out the building.
What you gonna do
What you
when
gonna
the
do,
main event?
brother? When Hulkamania, that man almost had a stroke trying to rip off his shirt. Stop.
With his flabby arms.
He gonna
And
Stop.
trust me, don't
he
get
gonna
me
have a heart
wrong.
attack.
Me and Punch, we are Hogan fans. We used to be Hogan fans. I used to rock with his entrance music. I used to love Hogan, NWO, Hollywood Hogan, all that.
Hmm.
Hollywood Hogan,
Don't
yeah.
this is not Hogan has not endeared himself to the public for years. He has rubbed people off the wrong way for years.
Look, they should have had the NWO Hogan.
Thank
Something.
See,
you.
that would have been even better.
That's what I
No,
said.
no Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan.
Hey,
It
look,
doesn't matter. He NWO Hogan. Nothing
look.
is gonna stop people from booing him now. This
Hey,
is
little
they.
No,
big man,
no,
little
but
big
that's
man.
what I'm saying.
They brought the trash can Hogan last week.
That's what I'm saying. No, but that's what I'm saying. Now, since we know the results from last week, them back ass Hollywood Hulk Hogan. At least if he get booed, he was already a heel with NWO. So
Um,
at least it can be a work.
and beyond him getting booed, the whole segment was just stupid. He was just doing nothing but promoting. He
His
did.
beard.
He did exactly what John Cena and The Rock did. He promoted
Yep.
the partnership between Netflix. And at this point, we get it. We was all hyped for it. We knew the
Look,
partnership, and then he promoted his whole beer. Nobody cares.
look. I heard that beer is trash anyway.
I, I
Ah.
I heard I would rather drink Stone Cold's
I
beer.
heard
I
it's
don't
nasty.
even drink beer. Anywho,
What you gonna do, brother? What I'm in the main event.
oh God, can you imagine? They
No,
just
Shawn
Hulk
Michaels should be the
Hogan.
only
They
one
put
up
Hulk
there.
Hogan in the main event of WrestleMania against Gunther. Oh my!
That would be trash.
No, that's it. The
Bro,
100,000
Nah,
plus stadium.
bro. You gotta send me the location for that one. I'm coming to
Uh,
the
y'all,
crib.
not to get off topic, but did y'all hear about? They said Ric Flair might be coming to the Royal Rumble.
Oh, man.
God, no, we already got one Flair in it.
he
You was
Oh,
funny.
might.
did you see his
They said
tag?
he
Did you
might be a
see
part of the Royal Rumble.
yo, did you see
No,
his tag team match with Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal in them?
Oh, he
yeah,
Not
almost
Rick.
died. He
Rick.
he
almost
almost
had a
I'm
died.
heart
good.
attack.
He
He
had a heart
almost
attack.
died.
Fat.
He's like
I
almost
know
100 years old.
this is
He
probably gonna be
almost,
off topic for a second, but Tony Khan, come here. You did it. You was the one that brought that man back. You was the one that said he got one in him. What did he do? He went to go compete in a whole ass tag
what?
team match.
Look. Hey, Shane,
Throw
one
that
in the
ish
trash.
in the trash.
He got one in the trash can. One in the trash
If
can,
that
right with
man
Hulk Hogan.
dies, this is Tony Khan's fault. If that man
Look. Him
dies.
and Hulk Hogan could have had a match together.
No.
They had a one on
No,
one.
please.
All right, you know what? We getting off the rails here now with Hulk Hogan. Look, see what you did, Triple H. See what you did. That whole Netflix episode last week got everything whacked. We're talking about Hulk Hogan here,
We talking about them being
who
trash.
shouldn't even be a factor.
Hulk Hogan came and the Rock is a babyface. Yo, what?
And Roman Reigns
Triple H,
winning the follow.
you had a lot of in 2024. You had a lot more hits than you had misses. That was your worst miss of
Hey,
2025.
little big man, instead of saying yeet, we say no yeet.
No yeet. But back on track here. The third match of the night. I know we've been going on for about different stuff. We still just not getting to the third match of the night, which is the finals of the women's intercontinental tournament, which is Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai. And with the winner being the new women's IC champion. I'm gonna start this off by saying I'm not a big fan of them changing music here. Dakota Kai's music was better the first time. What was that she came out to? It was so not Dakota Kai.
Dude, they changed Shameless music like 4 times.
Right.
Stop.
Then I'm like, same as wanted the Shame of Fame. He wanted that song back. We got it back, and then they changed it again. I'm like, okay. But to keep on topic, the first thing I noticed, the first thing I did not like about this match, when Dakota Kai came out, like it was this music came on. I'm like, who the heck? Who the heck is coming out? I thought it was Dakota Kai, and then it said her intro, her Titantron said Dakota Kai. I'm like, this is her new music. Oh my! Please. She had her music was better, and it was just nothing but a beat. It was just like a hardcore, like bass, like guitar rock and roll beat, and
When I heard,
that fit her. That did not fit her when she came out. But I digress. The match itself was good. I was rooting for Dakota Kai here. She was my pick. So I was a little bit of let down, but I was okay with either or winning. But I wanted Dakota Kai to win because it was long overdue for her to have a championship. She should have been women's NXT champion, but we never got that. But I felt like she deserved to win more than Lyra because Lyra to Dakota is a rookie still. If you think about it, like she should have got the championship over Lyra. And yes, I'm confirming that Lyra did win the match, but it was a good match. It was a good match. It was kind of it kind of slow. It was kind of slow, and the crowd wasn't into it until Lyra hit that suplex from the ring apron to the floor. The crowd got into it after that. The crowd was into it, and yeah, they stayed in. They didn't lose interest after that. The women they went hard. The crowd helped the match be a lot better than what it would have been if they wasn't into it. They got super into it when Dakota Kai hit her finisher, and you thought she was about to get the pin. The crowd was about to ready to go insane until Lyra rolled out the ring. And they still went insane a little bit. Not as much. It felt like not as much as they would have been for Dakota, but they went insane when Lyra hit her finisher and beat Dakota Kai to become the first ever women's IC champion. I still want to go with Punch's theory that whatchamacallit, what happened? Where is Zelina Vega anyway? But I think Zelina Vega should be like the chaser. I would actually like for her and Dakota to be the chaser, but I have a feeling that the next person to be the IC champion will be one of the members of PFC. It's either going to be Zoe Stark or Sonya Deville. Well, most likely Sonya Deville because she's the only one other of them who's on a winning streak in singles competition. So either way, this was a good match with Lyra Valkyria becoming your women's IC champion. They even mentioned how we do have women IC champions, just never our women's IC championship. But we do have women IC champion. I think China and Jacqueline are the only women to win the men's IC titles.
Yeah.
But and for my younger crowd, that happened super late 90s, early 2000s. So some of y'all wasn't even born.
Wouldn't even know. Yeah.
I am that old. But me and Punch. I'm sorry, Punch. I gotta throw you in there. Me and you are old.
Cool. So good.
But no, yeah. Pretty good match. I enjoyed it. Okay, I'll just look at my notes in the New Day segments after this. But before we get to there, you know what? I'm gonna start with Miss Shay. I haven't let her go first in a while. So, what do you think about this women's IC title match?
It was a pretty good match for the most part. I wanted Lyra Valkyria, but I didn't care who won. But Lyra winning, that I was so happy, because she deserved to win. Both of them do too, but for the most part, Lyra, it was cool. It was cool. It was a long match though. I was surprised. It wasn't that long, but
I
it
think it
was
was, yeah, I
long.
think it was like 10 minutes, wasn't it? Like 10 or so minutes.
That was cool. I was like,
It's long
okay.
enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was long enough. Yeah.
it was long enough. Yeah, it was long enough. They didn't shortchange it at all. They made good on making it a focal. So I give Triple H that. I give Triple
Yeah,
H that.
I give them that. It was good. It was very entertaining.
Very. So I do want to see now that we got our first ever IC and the first ever women's. I want to see where these divisions goes from here now. Now that we got this established, we need to keep it going on a good foot. But Jeff, what did you think about this IC Women's Championship match?
Well, me and Chris was talking about this morning. Chris said only reason why they had Lyra Valkyria win is because they they're afraid that Dakota Kai is gonna get hurt again and end up having to, you know, give up the title. And so they wanted somebody that's not, injured prone like Dakota Kai to win it first.
And I agree. I agree because she does and I hate it because it was the same thing with Tegan Knox. Her and Tegan Knox is like two peas in the pod when it comes to injuries. They could have had such a better career if it wasn't for injuries.
Yes.
And I agree with you and Chris. I agree that I believe that if it wasn't for her injuries and her being injury prone, they probably would have put the title on her.
And and I told Chris, I said I agree. I said, don't get me wrong, Dakota Kai is a good wrestler, but I don't think she deserves that title right now. To be honest, I don't.
Hmm.
Um, she needs. I say she needs to be in the main title picture.
Whoa! So you skipping them from mid card to main,
Yes,
Ooh,
but
say
but
yes.
I'm
but
gonna I got a counter to that, but I'm gonna wait till we get to a certain promo.
but with all the injuries, that's the thing. Injuries play a part in that too, though.
Yeah, yeah. Look how it's doing with Ilya Dragunov. I almost forgot he was on the main roster for a minute until I just realized he one of the people that's out injured.
Hmm.
Well, he injured, all right.
And I think he won. Yeah, he can't even make it for the Rumble because cause his injury is so bad. He won't be able to come back until I think November. The earliest would be like October, November of this year is when he probably be back.
Dang.
But no, I agree. I do agree about the Color Kai injuries. They would play it probably played a factor into that. They probably were scared to put it on her because that means, oh, we're gonna make you go hard and then you're gonna get injured again. And I don't understand when people are injured prone like that. I think it's just because they don't got enough milk deficiency in their bones. I don't,
Mm-hmm.
like it's something. It got something to do with how you taking care of your bones that you can't do something not re-injuring yourself again. Because people has been it's wrestling. People has been injured a lot in wrestling, but they don't get some people don't get injured like that, like how Dakota Kai and Seth Rollins and Tegan Knox be like, where they got a new injury every so often. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Jeff. I totally agree. Um, excuse me. Punch.
Um, Triple H finally did one thing that I asked for. Time. I've been begging for that for the longest. They actually had some time to tell a story in the ring. Yay! And the crowd can actually get to know who these women are. Bravo. Bravo. Yay. Finally. Now, can we book? Can we? I ain't even gonna get there. But can we book feuds? Can we book stories not just surrounding the championship, but even under the championship to build to the championship? Like I said with Selena Vega, she should have the Brian Danielson, the Brian Danielson Kofi Kingston type storyline, where she is the chaser for her first singles championship.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Now on the other side with Chelsea Green's title reign, it's going to be a little bit different because her character plays a big part of her title reign. So her title reign is going to be a lot more entertaining, but it will work because whoever takes it on Chelsea Green, it better be a bigger baby face than Michi. Just saying. No offense. Um, so but for the match itself, though, it was actually, to me, it was a pretty solid match. I enjoyed it. Dakota Kai, if y'all stop booking her in these bum matches to where she can't
Get
get hurt, then I could see her being champion. But with Jeff saying that put her in the main title picture, I have a theory for that too, but I get to that
All right. All right. Um well, it's a thing. I have a theory for that too, but I'm gonna say that for a different time. We get New Day. So we got New Day backstage, and they finally get some time to talk. And they feel disrespected. They most of their promos aimed at Rey Mysterio. They said how he's not a locker room leader. He's part of the problem, and that they've been having to change in restrooms and boardroom and all that type of stuff. Says nobody wants to. It says nobody wants to be involved with them, and they pretty much blame Rey Mysterio for not trying to help. Get the locker room behind them, I guess. And they was asked when it was going to be seen back in the ring again, to which they said they're going to be in a match next week. They're going to be in the act. They will be back in action next week. Um, I can't remember anything else happened other than that. Then we get the fourth match. This match was pretty quick. I think this one was only like 8 minutes, but this is the Miz versus Sami Zayn. And this was pretty good. This was pretty good. I mean, it was still quick. Poor Miz. He my man has once again fallen so far from the card. And we're just so far, not that far removed from him being a WWE champion again. And now he was so moved down the card. He's so moved down the card. But I'm
later.
glad Sami Zayn is getting put over. If anybody deserved to get put over, it's Sami Zayn. But it was a decent match. It was a decent match between the two. But Sami Zayn would hit the Helluva Kick and hit the Blue Thunder Bomb for the first time ever, pin somebody off of the Blue Thunder Bomb. So I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
that was pretty different for me.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. And they even mentioned it. He was like, I think they were like, yeah, is Michael Cole like, yeah, this is the first time that Sami Zayn got a victory using the Blue Thunder Bomb. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? That is true. I don't think he ever won using the Blue Thunder Bomb, and he finally did. And Karrion Cross was not at his side. I guess their whole partnership is dissolved. I don't know what they. I don't know what. It's just all wacky doodle. Like I said, I say it again. That Raw Netflix threw everything off kilter.
Mhm.
It just everything just feels wrong.
You
I
got to
swear
get
for God, everything feels wrong. But yeah, it was a standard good match. Nothing to really talk about besides the fact that Sami won off the Blue Thunder Bomb. Quick match. It is what it is. I guess punch. You want to take it?
I ain't was.
Huh?
I seen Sammy in the Miz, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm gonna. I think I was cooking dinner at the time. I ain't
Okay.
went. Yeah.
All right. Jeff.
uh I took a little nap, a little quick nap.
Was I the only one who watched it?
Yeah, I
Semi
seen it.
I seen the ending, and that was it. I'm like, they said 1, 2, 3, Semi win. I'm like, okay, whatever. Get him off my screen. Who's
I
who's
ain't would see the ending. I think I just skipped right past it. I was like, oh, okay. I guess.
But yeah, he won with the Blue Thunder Bomb. That was
Yeah, that was the
That
only
was
thing that
something
shocked.
new. That was something new. But go ahead, Shay. You said you saw the match. What do you think?
Um, it was okay. I mean, I really want to see Sammy versus Kamara. I say Kamara. Um, Mello. That's all I really want to see next week. So, but this was all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I
match
do.
was.
I wouldn't mind him and Carmelo running back. All right. Um, we got a video package for Logan Paul.
Here we
Basically,
go.
it's just basically talking about how he's gonna. Like people are really mad that he's gonna be a full time WWE superstar, and that this is gonna be the year of Logan Paul, and that he's gonna become world champion and all that type of stuff. So that was pretty much it. And then I think he calls everybody a B word at the end of it. Um, so now this is the one of the final segments of the night because we're at the end. We are at the end. Um, this is the segment I have a problem with. Rhea Ripley.
Yes.
This is a Rhea Ripley promo. Now, the reason why I got a problem with it is because everybody who didn't have nothing to do with Rhea Ripley was involved in this promo.
Mm-hmm.
So let me wake everybody up here, because I know we've been taking it slow a little bit. Do you realize? Now, remember, I want everybody to remember. Remember, I said Bailey didn't have nothing to do until later on in the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody that you could think is one more person that was involved in this that had nothing to do with it. Nothing. And guess what? It wasn't Liv. And it wasn't even Raquel. It wasn't nobody on the Raw roster. The people that was involved in this segment with Rhea was two SmackDown roster women. But let me get to I already told you it's Bailey. Let me get to who else it was. So Rhea Ripley comes out, right? She celebrated her championship win. Oh my god! And I just got pissed off. I'm sorry. Like as soon as I said that, I just got pissed off at Triple A's all over again. So Triple H, you really make me want to wrestle you, bro. Like you really make me want to wrestle you because you made so many bad decisions last week. But I gotta get through this. So, whew. All right. So Rhea really comes out and celebrates the championship win. Says mommy's on top. The crowd goes nuts. So I'm like, okay, maybe it was a good thing that Rhea Ripley won. The crowd loves it, right? I've been seeing on everybody like, yay, Rhea got the title back. She deserves to be champion again. I'm like, no, she don't. Not because she's bad, but because we want new people. And if we put somebody like Rhea and somebody like Charlotte in the position of being champion, they're gonna book them to oblivion. Remember this. Remember everybody complained about John Cena beating Triple H and beating people he shouldn't have been beating, and they was pushing them in our faces. That's what Triple H is doing. He's doing exactly like Vince is doing, but with Rhea Ripley, with Roman Reigns. And for God's sakes, Roman Reigns been champion for 4 years. Did we really need Roman Reigns anywhere near the title picture? He didn't even really need to be in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, no,
but I digress. So Rhea is celebrating her championship, so that mommy is on top, and that it feels good, and she, all that type of stuff. And then who music hits? I'm like, I figured it was going to be Liv Morgan. We saw Liv Morgan earlier. No, I hear music that's not from somebody on Raw. It's Nia Jax. I'm like, what the hell is Nia Jax coming out there for?
My girl.
Okay, she's out there for the transfer window. I get that she's transferred. She's there to talk to Adam Pearce, and she says it. I was back there talking to Adam Pearce, but I couldn't let you go any further without having to come out here and confront you. I'm like, why? Don't you have Tiffany to worry about? A matter of fact, that's the other match I remember that's going to be on the card. I did see it. Tiffany and her are on the card for for Royal Rumble.
No, please no.
That I would forgot because the leak said that she was going to be champion, defending her title at the Royal Rumble, and that's why I said the leaks might be true because we did get Tiffany as champion before the Royal Rumble, and she will be defending at the Royal Rumble. But I digress. I just remembered that Nia was the other the match, so it was going to be Nia, Gunther, and Cody, and then the two Royal Rumble matches. But so she comes out there, she confronts Rhea, right? And I will admit there was a line that Nia said that made me laugh, but it comes at the expense of Bailey. So she, yeah, so she basically comes out and says that she's that if she comes to Raw, basically she's going to be a problem for Rhea Ripley or whatnot. And she throws shades at Bailey, to which Bailey gets mad. Cause then she talks about the hometown, and she said, "What is Bailey? What are you even doing here?" And she said, "I'm, you hear Bailey say, I'm from here, I live here." And she said, "Yeah, you would be from this, whatever she called the town out." She said you would be from this poor cesspool of a town or something like that. She said. And then Bailey gets mad. She gets in the ring and she said, "Ooh," she jumps over the barricade. And Nia's like, "Ooh, what is BBL Bailey gonna do?" I'm like, oh. I'm like, she keeps calling Bailey BBL Bailey. I'm like, Bailey's always had a thing back there. She ain't got no BBL. That's all natural. But it did look scrumptious. But so she jumps over the barricade. And she just basically gets into Nia's face, saying that she's gonna beat Tiffany and blah blah blah, this blah 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 that. All the while, I'm like, Liv, are you gonna come out at any point here? Triple H, at any point, we know she's back there. Are you gonna send her out, please? Because at this point, this whole segment is useless. We got for the briefest moments of her celebrating, and then we got two people vying for her championship. That's not even on her show. And what I mean by that is they get into a brawl with Nia eventually, to where they blow up, they tackle her out the ring, and Bailey stares at the women's world championship like she might want it. And I'm just like, what are we doing here? And then I'm like, okay, now Liv is coming out, right? Now this whole thing doesn't make sense, right? No, Rhea's music hits, and that's it. That was the whole. And in a nutshell, it was just Rhea celebrating her championship win and getting confronted by Nia, and getting sneak dissed by Bailey behind her back, not knowing that Bailey was eyeing her championship. And I'm like, this is why she shouldn't have won. Because if she wouldn't have won, we would have had Liv. We could have had somebody different. But no, not at all. Now we got Rhea being confronted by people that's not Liv. And that's why I said Liv did not appear at all. Other than that backstage segment with Finn Balor, we don't even see Liv no more. Nope. That was it. We won't see Liv again until probably next Monday. My God, what in the hell did Triple H do? This is where I realized it was actually after last Monday where I realized Shane was right about the whole crown jewel and all that type of stuff. What in the hell are we doing here? Because now we're about to get Rhea Ripley out the ass. Triple H, come here. Why are you about to push Rhea Ripley in our face like this? Why? Because we both know now with her being champion, the earliest she would lose that title is WrestleMania. And guess who? It's not going to be against Liv. Not if the leaks are true.
Nia.
If the leaks are true, it's not against Liv. Liv is just an afterthought now. She don't even have a chance unless she goes over to SmackDown beat Tiffany at the Elimination Chamber. We're not going to get Liv at any type of championship match significantly at all. Maybe until SummerSlam because SummerSlam is in her hometown. What are we doing here? We're about to be. Oh my god! I can't wait till y'all see who's going to be at the Royal Rumble. Who wins this Royal Rumble match? For the people who haven't seen the leaks, I just can't wait because this is going to be the dominant for the rest of for everything. And you know, March don't have a pay per view, so the whole month of March is going to be nothing but them going back and forth. And I don't want to see it. I'm going to boo the hell out the match. I'm sorry, it sucks. I hate that Rhea one. I hate it.
No, they do have a pay per view. It's the Elimination Chamber, March the 2nd.
I thought the Elimination Chamber was in February. I thought it was at the end of February. Is it March?
Yeah, because February 2nd is Royal Rumble.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was February 2nd with the Royal Rumble. Then, like, sometime at the end of March, we was going to get an Elimination Chamber. My fault. So we do got a pay per view in March.
Yes.
Oh God, I still hate it. I hate it. Just get a big fat F or a 0 for me. This was a stupid promo. It made no sense. It didn't do nothing for Rhea. Rhea just celebrated and got interrupted by two people who was not a factor on her brand split. LOL. Like I would have set up for PFC to come out there to confront Rhea. I would have set up for anybody on the main roster of Raw to confront Rhea than Bayley and Nia Jax. You could have gave Zelina Vega for a kid. I swear to God, it could have been anybody. It would have made sense. This was on the level of Hulk Hogan in the sense of what was the point of this segment? What was the point? No, I have nothing. I'm gonna let y'all talk now, but I have nothing. I don't know. I can't tell you this segment was bad because I don't understand the point of it. I really don't. Beyond my bias and the fact that I hate that Rhea won, it was pointless. This was pointless. That all it could have went in the trash. Could have went in the trash.
Okay. Little big man. That's all I got to say.
I guess you see Jeff already went in his statement. His statement about the promo was that it was trash. Punch.
Who else?
Wait, Shay, you want to go?
You want to go, Shay? Shay, you with it?
I had it on mute. I thought I was talking. Yeah, I like that my girl Nia Jax went out, but other than that, that was trash. Like they gotta save that for next week. Like there was no reason for Rhea to come out to do that if they was going to interrupt her. You see what I'm saying? Like it could have just been nothing. Like nothing.
She could have just did a video.
Could have saved it. Yeah, video package would have been better. Like we didn't care, Rhea, that you won the freaking title.
Oh, I would. They instead of Nia and Bayley, why didn't just Liv come out?
Bro, I threw up in my mouth watching that.
Like it's just oh my God, Triple H, why did you book Liv to lose? Honestly, why did you do that? Why? Why did you book Roman Reigns to win? Like now, I swear to God, we're in this weird freaking world now, like where everything just feels wrong. Like it should have been something else, but you was too scared to let it be, so you went with the safe route and you put the belt on somebody you put it on Rhea Ripley. You damn near seem like you want to give the title back to Roman Reigns, and I'm like, no, don't do that. I'm like, okay. Go ahead, Punch.
Hey, did you see why I said Crown Jewels was stupid?
Yes, 1,000
Because
times.
of the outcome of the booking. Don't make. Look at Survivor Series, how the women was booked. I mean, you literally had the ops teaming with the ops. Like, what? Now we got, mind you, They never let Rhea look anywhere near weak. None of that. Rhea was
None of that.
strong the whole way.
The whole way through that feud, she was strong. She only
At least
lost.
Roman Reigns,
She lost
at
once,
least
and that was SummerSlam. I was in
yeah,
person.
At least Roman took a couple losses. He got beat up. It was it's little sprinkles. However, um, you see why I say we need to build superstars. This is where Dakota Kai comes in. We need challengers.
We need a Bronson Reed back.
And I'm sorry, and I hate to say it, but WWE didn't believe in Liv Morgan. They didn't believe she was a draw at all. Because if you look at her world title run, besides Selena Vega, which that match was a dud,
And
and
Io
Io
Sky,
Sky, who else did she win against?
nobody.
Nobody.
We've had
She
the
beat.
title
Well,
since
she won against Rhea one time. Like I said, she won. She basically won against Rhea once, and
who, else-
Zelina and Io Sky. That was it. The
who else
majority
on
of
that
her runs,
Raw,
she lost.
who else on that Raw roster can, is believable? And this is what I mean by we're not building main eventers.
No, we're not.
We're not. The one thing that I hate to say it, but the one thing about Vince McMahon back then was he knew how to build a main eventer. I, Eddie Guerrero was the perfect example of that. He knew how to build a. I hate to say it, and sue me later. Chris Benoit was another one.
And
He knows how to build main eventers. We
Mm-hmm.
that's
stuck.
real. And that's a real one that I don't want to mention. I don't want to give him no.
We
Who?
stuck. We're stuck in this moment of and this is why long title reigns should not happen because you don't have anything else. You went to Nia and Bailey, and they on SmackDown. Don't Bailey got a title shot on Friday? So we just skipping that time. We just throw that out the window.
Right, you basically confirming she not going to win because you got her Iron Rhea.
So so we're gonna go to I mean if the rumors is true, we're gonna go to Tiffany versus Nia at the Rumble. And Charlotte Flair is gonna win it to where we're gonna get Tiffany versus Charlotte. That match is already set in stone for WrestleMania. Cool.
No, I think it's going to
I,
be Charlotte and Rhea.
nah, I think it's gonna be Charlotte and Tiffany because they've been wanting that for the longest. I'm okay with that.
I mean, I'm okay
However,
with it, but I did hear the rumbles that they trying to run back Rhea and Charlotte again from WrestleMania.
I heard
hell
that.
no. Hell
That
no.
that's why I'm saying I did. That's why I hope they don't go with that or her winning the Rumble because that's what they said they're trying to do.
Or bring
Hell
back.
no. I was hearing Becky, but okay.
I was
Yeah,
too.
Um,
I heard Becky too, but she's not even penciled to win the Rumble.
um, we're not building enough talent here for this women's world title at all.
No, none
And
at all.
anytime you went to Nia and Bailey, that tells you something right there. Liv Morgan right now is an afterthought.
Mm-hmm.
Already, and it's only been
It's an afterthought.
1 week, and she's already afterthought.
Literally, unless they pull a swerve and she wins the Royal Rumble for crying out loud, yeah, she's an afterthought. She's not even in the picture. What? Liv? You? WrestleMania? Nah, we not gonna let that happen. Not at all. Liv is not a draw. I hate to say it. But in WWE eyes, she's not a draw. She's not big enough for WrestleMania.
You won't let her. If you would stop having her go up against people that she takes the title from and losing it back to them, you would have her be a big draw. You did it
However,
twice.
we're we're not
Triple
building.
H, y'all did it twice. First, it was with
It,
Ronda. Now it's with Rhea. You keep making her
wait,
lose the
wait,
title back to.
wait. At least this title run was longer.
Yeah, it
It
was
was a few
longer, but you
months.
still pulled the same crap. Why
Card.
is she losing it to the person she took it from?
So, in other words, we're stuck into depending on mega, or I should say top female superstars like Bailey and Nia
Yep, that's
Mm-hmm.
basically where I'm getting at. That's
and
basically,
Becky and Charlotte.
yeah.
And we could even throw Bianca in the mix as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because who else? Damn sure not Naomi.
Nope.
They just putting her in the dirt.
Yep.
Unless we get a swerve where Naomi turned on Jade, which I hope we do, but it's obvious it's gonna be Bianca. And for God's sake, if it is Bianca, please don't have her cut this promo of I didn't want to be partners with her in the first place. Don't do that.
No, no, yeah.
However, but for
Well,
for
no,
real,
actually, it's kind of. It looked like it might be Naomi. It's starting to look like it's Naomi.
I
The
hope
way
so.
she's talking, I think it's going to be Naomi who
Because
attacks.
then Naomi could be like, "Yo, I should have been part of that. Should have been part of the big three. Y'all just pushed me out the."
Yeah,
Naomi could be. She just so jealousy. But for Rhea, yeah, we stuck. We stuck in this cycle of there's no women on that roster that's even close to even being in the main event picture.
and she's not
So
even
the
defending
question
the
is,
title at Rumble.
for the IC championship for that mid card, who are we going to push to the main event? That's the question.
Who are we?
Who are
Lyra.
we going to push? She's the only one that looked believable.
Yeah, she's the only one that looks believable at the moment.
Who we this art this women's and it depends on how it gets booked because the Triple H booking been
Yes,
sus. Like
sir.
I said, uh, if this mid card women's division gets booked properly enough to where the IC title means that some of these women are going to get pushed to the main event and they look believable, you might got something here. But if we book the IC title like we booked the men's IC title, and Lord knows how that went for a long time,
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna be right back in the same circle.
oh my God.
And then we're going to see Liv versus Rhea for about 80,000 times because they got no other opponents for Rhea or Liv at this moment of time.
That's like the
That's
only
my,
good thing that came out of all this is that you can put Liv in that spot if you want to take it off Rhea. You can put Liv in that spot. They did enough to be like, okay, she is a person we could put the title on, but we don't really believe in her to let her be dominant with a long run.
oh, especially WrestleMania season, man.
Right.
No,
All
no.
right. But yeah, we're in this weird. Oh my God. We got this is then that's where you got the Rey Mysterio one that I guess was it aired on Netflix. And that was just him giving props to Penta, and they interviewed him. He was giving props to Penta. He was saying he was so glad and honored to have Penta at in WWE on Raw, and
Hey,
that he
hey, hold up. You mentioned Penta. Hold up. I seen it too. Triple H, keep that man far away from the LWO.
Please.
Far. I'm talking about miles away. Like to where he can't see Rey Mysterio again. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Go on. That was my rant. Go on.
But yeah, and then he just talked about the New Day, what they had to say earlier, and he said that he's gonna have to teach them a lesson, uh, about what they're talking about, and that I think he led the crowd and chat and New Day sucks again. Um, and then we get to the main event, which was a pretty good main event. It really was. We finally get back on track with a good thing after that whole. I was so pissed off at that Rhea thing. It took me a minute to get back into this match, but the main event, which is Damian Priest versus Finn Balor in a street fight, and
Oh,
boy, it was a street fight. It was a weird one though. It was weird because it was a street fight, but then once they got into the crowd and they was fighting, and then Damian Priest put Finn Balor through the table. They try to act like the match was over. They were trying to stretch your Finn Balor out, and I'm like, why? Why are we stretching him out like that? Ain't this supposed to be a street fight? Why are we even showing his type of angle? But then we get Damian Priest would be like our person to get back on track. He'll just go attack Judgment Day, who came out to Carlito and JD McDonough. They came out. He would attack them, and he would attack Finn Balor, throw him back into the ring. And they would just, and then this is like the awful. I will admit, this was the awful booking of the Evolve. Didn't Finn Balor have on like a neck brace? When is he supposed to be like they're so messed up that he had on the neck brace, and all of a sudden he's just able to wrestle again? Like he don't have, like his neck wasn't hurt. Like
Right. I saw that.
what are we doing here? We just forgot about, like, after a while being beat up by Damian Priest. We just forget about the whole neck brace and everything. He even took it off, and the match went on longer than that. That was even the end of the match. This all like happened at the beginning parts, and then once we get to him fighting, he fought with the neck brace on for a minute. The JD and Carlito try to help him out, but the War Raiders would come out and try to even up the odds. Him and Finn would continue fighting, and then eventually he took off the neck brace, nearly almost won. The match got good, because then he nearly almost won against Damian Priest a couple times, but Damian Priest would I like to end it where he hit the South of Heaven showstone, but before he did, he hit the Nino Brown / New Jack City, I'm not my brother's keeper, and then he hit the South of Heaven showstone on Finn Balor for the win. And that was pretty cool. I like that. I did like that part of the match. Yeah, Damian Priest won the match, and hopefully this is the end of Finn Balor and Damian Priest feud.
It's supposed to be.
At least, yeah, it's supposed to be. Hopefully, according to the rumors, Finn Balor supposed to be getting pushed towards Gunther for the world title. So hopefully that pans out. But no, yeah, this was something. It was interesting. That beginning part, the whole fake out of the match is almost over with, and because Finn Balor can't continue, and then we could actually get the match in anyway. So I was like, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I almost was getting ready to get upset because I thought Triple H was he gave us a little bit of a street fight, and then all of a sudden the match was over with and the show was over with. I'm like, what?
Yeah, the show went off weird. I was like, show over with?
I mean, it went off because I was expecting a whole another hour, and we didn't get it. It was only a 2-hour show. So, but yeah, that was it. That's your Monday Night Raw. That's your main event. It was a pretty good street fight. That beginning part threw me off, but we did get an actual street fight, and it was actually pretty good. We got weapons, we had kendo stick, we had chair shots, we had tables. Yeah, it was a legit street fight. People went through a couple of tables. They put on a good match. It's just I need this fight to be over with between the two. I need Rhea and Damian Priest to be done with the Judgment Day, but Rhea should be done with the Judgment Day without the title. But we didn't get that. We're not living in that world. So, Jeff, what did you think about the main event?
Um, it was good. I liked it. Um, I'm tired of seeing Damian Priest and Finn Balor.
Yes, I agree.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all these four, five, six matches. Like all you need is just three matches at the most. Get it over with. Move the
Right.
hell, move the hell on. Um, it doesn't really matter who wins. It's not for nothing, nothing but for power, pretty much. If they was gonna, if they was gonna fight, they should have fought over who's the leader of Judgment Day or whatever, something like that. But it's trash. Yeah, that match was trash.
All right, all right. Shay, what did you think about it?
It was cool. I like how Finn faked that he was hurt. That joke was funny. He said, "No, let me go get him." That joke was hilarious. That's just remind me of the old days when he used to fake when it was hurt on the stretcher. Oh gosh, yeah, that was funny. The match was cool.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was about. I'm like, this is a street fight. Why did we got a stretcher in this? Why
Whole
is he being
stretcher.
stretchered out? It shouldn't matter if he hurt. The match gonna go on till somebody get pinned. But okay. But then I guess it was a fake out. So I'm like, okay, all right. Punch. What do you think, man?
Uh, Here we go again. Finn Balor loses again. Listen. I'm cool. I bangs with Damian Priest, and I have no problem with it. But Damian Priest didn't look weak after he lost the world title. Finn Balor is still losing, and he's supposed to get. And he's the guy that's supposed to get pushed.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Yo, we got to get Finn Balor away from the Judgment Day.
Yes, we
Let's
do.
start there. We need to take Finn Balor off of TV for a little bit, and he needs to come back as Demon Finn Balor.
Yes,
We need to
yes.
start giving Finn Balor wins because if this guy is going to be believable enough to hold the world title. Y'all need to repackage Finn Balor right now. Y'all need to take him off TV. Y'all need to have an angle. Uh, I don't care who does it. A concerto, something. Finn needs to be written on TV for a while. He needs to get repackaged. It's time. Um, and again,
Didn't Damian Priest try to concerto him?
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say he
Now
tried to concerto him in that match.
for the street fight, it was cool. It was a good street fight. It's just we we rooting for Finn so bad that it's just not looking believable.
Yeah.
Like we rooting like damn it, I was rooting for Solo. I really was at one point, and now he's right back in the losing category.
Oh, SmackDown about to be something special. 'Cause I gotta see how they about to do this with Solo.
I
Cause
don't
he
know.
said, "Oh yeah, Roman Reigns win the Uno Fallout will acknowledge him." So I'm like, so
Like
Solo's
what
just
are
gonna be
we
another
doing?
lackey. Thing?
But, like Finn, I hope maybe after WrestleMania we start pushing Finn to where he looks believable because it's not going to happen before WrestleMania. Let's get that out of the
No,
way.
no.
Um,
Well, there is Elimination Chamber in the Royal Rumble.
yeah, nah, he ain't winning that.
No, he's not.
Like,
He's not winning the Royal Rumble, but he might win the Elimination Chamber.
nah, he's not even winning the chamber. It's not even believe. If we do, who he going against? It ain't gonna be Gunther. If Gunther is gonna be world champion going to the WrestleMania, they gonna put Gunther. They go. They gonna put Gunther in the pre-show.
A squash.
They're
They're gonna put him in a
So
squash match.
gonna put him in the
we're gonna put him
pre-show
in the
against Hulk
pre-show.
Hogan.
No, don't say that.
He's
Punk,
gonna be wrestling against
Punk,
Hulk Hogan for the world championship.
Punk.
Goldberg.
If CM Punk wins the Royal Rumble, and you challenge Gunther, just know your main event is already done, my brother. It's gonna be in the pre-show. The main event of the pre-show. Don't nobody care about the world championship. Sorry, I'm just saying. However, Finn Balor, come here. You're not getting that push to after WrestleMania. So let's get that out the way.
No, they trying to put CM Punk, John Cena, Cody, all these other people into the.
You got a lot of. Don't forget, you still got Randy Orton somewhere in the hunt. What are you doing? Oh, that's why I said. This is why I said before Raw that went to Netflix, and I think I said it in one of these videos that they needed a draft and they needed SmackDown to be to the rebuild show. Raw could have
Mhm.
had Cody, Drew. You could have had all of that, and that would have been perfectly fine. This is why I say that, and the only reason why I say that because people like Finn Balor. Uh, you don't got to worry about people like CM Punk and Drew and Cody and Kevin overshadowing guys like Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Gunther, and all of them. Triple H, you need to change the roster, and you need to change it fast
Yeah, I don't
because
understand that. Like, I thought the whole transfer window was about to run for Netflix, and we're still doing the transfer window. So
we
far,
need to.
we only moved two people. We only moved like a person in the group, and they both
Then
went to
y'all put the
SmackDown.
Wyatt, y'all put the Wyatt Six on SmackDown.
Right.
They put the Y6 on SmackDown and Braun Strowman on SmackDown. That's it. With the
Triple
rumors
H,
of Trick Williams and Roxanne Perez going to SmackDown.
Triple H, we need to change. We need to change the. First of all, let's start with the world titles. Gunther needs to go to SmackDown. Cody needs to come to Raw. That's just what it is. That whole Kevin Owens, the whole bloodline, go to Raw, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with SmackDown getting rebuilt and start over. We need that, and for people, and that's what I mean for people like Finn Balor, for people like Damian Priest, for even people like Dominic Mysterio for crying out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for people like Trick Williams, for people like Carmelo Hayes. Now we got something here. However, them guys is never going to get a chance over people like John Cena, Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Kevin. It's never going to happen.
No.
It's never going to happen. We need to do a draft, and we need to do it now or after something now. Because the world title is looking like SHIT. It
Hmm.
uh
Mm-hmm.
everybody's so focused on Roman Reigns. Nobody's even like the belts is not even a threat at this point. It's just Roman. Let's just get Roman Reigns out the Royal Rumble. That's
No,
the
yeah,
focus here.
you're definitely right about that because beyond CM Punk mentioning that he want to challenge Gunther for the title, everybody's been focusing on stopping Roman Reigns from being in power.
Exactly. So I mean we I don't know. I don't know. Anytime you got the world championship in the main event of Saturday night, which the IC title would have been perfectly fine. That should have main evented, and Sheamus should get the win here. But I digress. Whatever. I, Jesus
Mhm.
Christ.
Yeah, yeah. I'm starting to see Punch's side of things now.
It
Starting to
goes
see.
back to Saudi Arabia, yo. I said it. I said it. I said I said whoever loses champion versus champion, they're gonna look weak going forward. And I ain't lied since.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's the other match. Liv Morgan won was the champion versus champion match.
And look what happened to Nia Jax. Nia Jax, the only besides the teaming with the ops, Nia Jax has looked at way more dominant than Gunther.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's why I said that match was a mistake.
Hey, Saudi pays for the show. They get what they want.
That was a mistake. And look at the world title scene since. It's not even a challenger for the world championship. It's so bad, no offense to Jey Uso, but it's so bad that they got Jey Uso to challenge Gunther out of nowhere. But again, this is out of nowhere.
Yeah, this is out of nowhere, and I'm like, the last time we seen you, Jay, you lost the match against Jacob Fatu, and now you
We're
just
gonna put it, and
hop
we
skip
put
the
it,
line, and now you get a championship match. Now,
we put
granted,
in
I want to see
Jay.
him win, but I don't. Yeah, I guess we're gonna do Daniel Bryan / Kofi Kingston with Jey Uso. We're gonna keep building up the suspense to him finally winning the title. So
No, because after this, where do Jay go? He's not winning the Rumble. Let's get that out the way.
yeah,
He's
it's
not
not
winning
winning.
it.
It's not
He's
winning.
not winning the chamber. Let's
Money in
get
the
that
Bank.
out the way. Yeah, Esther. So Jey Uso is not going to get the big moment of WrestleMania at all. Oh God, what are we doing? Lord.
I don't know.
Paul versus Gunther in the pre-show of the main event. I said it because it's going to get overbooked. It's going to get overbooked.
It's Punk,
It's
so
going
they
to get
gonna get him.
overbooked by Roman Reigns and for crying out loud, somebody like Goldberg or something. Sorry, I'm sorry. Did I say that?
They probably gonna get him the main event of night one.
Who?
CM Punk, he gonna get the main event of night one if he
Man,
win
my
the
man
tournament.
Punk gonna be on the pre-show.
Oh God. Oh God. All right. Ratings.
Show. Oh,
Ratings. I'm gonna give it, this was way better than the debut on Netflix, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. I think I gave that like a 5. No, did I give that a 5? I gave it if I gave it a 5, yeah, I gave it a 6. I give it a 6. This was better, so this is a 6 out of 10 for me. It's above average, so this was above average. I'm pretty sure I gave the Netflix the debut episode of Netflix on Raw a 5. So yeah, 6 out of 10. It was a lot that I didn't like. I mean, the show actually was pretty good. It was pretty decent. You know, no, I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. It was a decent show. I just didn't like the whole Rhea Ripley promo. That was it. Everything else was good. I didn't like the Rhea Ripley promo. Punch, what did you give it?
Confused.
Yeah. I'm with you
Confused.
now. Confused, but
I give it a 5, but I give Chad Gable and Penta definitely a 10.
oh yeah, Chad Gable and Pender was definitely a 10.
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
But the show overall, I give it a 5.
Yeah.
Jesus, he said it was just the same as last week. I think as I watched the video, you gave it a 5 last week too.
Yep.
You said
Mid.
it was mid. Jeff, what did you think? What would you give it?
I say 7.5.
7.5. You went higher than me.
Oh, you
I said
nice.
7. He said 7.5. All right.
You a nice man.
Look. Only because of the Penta match. Wasn't for
Okay.
that. If it wasn't for that, no, it'd have been a 4 or 3.
Damn. Penta for this man gave it a whole. He got it over the hump. Shay, what do you give it?
I would definitely say it was a 6. I was going back and forth with it with, football, of course. And football was trash. So yeah, I would give it a 6 for this time. Mm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, football is garbage.
It was so bad last night.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. Like I said, for me, everything was good. Everything from beginning to end. The only thing I did not like was that Rhea Ripley promo because it made zero sense to me. Beyond just the fact that I don't want to see her as champion because of the fact that I didn't want to be booked into a real oblivion. But beyond just taking my personal bias out of it, it was still a useless promo. It just, oh my god, that was like it was even for Rhea, that was nothing because all she did was talk about her victory. She didn't
Right.
even talk about another challenger or re-challenge and live. She just was talking about a victory, and then she got interrupted by Nia and Bailey. So yeah, that was like
Now
the
the only thing that would be interesting is if we get a Bailey heel turn. Oh no, we already seen that. Never mind.
We don't need
Oh
yeah.
my
I was about to
god.
say we seen that story.
Oh my god. You see what
It,
I mean, yo? Oh,
it's no way.
we-
That's
Selena,
why I said again before I end this video. Again, I said I would have chose. I wouldn't care if Triple H would have said real quick, find Dakota Kai, find EO, find anybody in the back for the for the women's roster of Raw, and have them go out there and confront Rhea. Have Liv, get anybody. That's
who
not do Nia or Bailey.
was? I mean, right? That would have been a cool point for Roxanne, though. To be honest,
Yeah, we could even bring Roxanne out of nowhere.
yeah, that probably could have been the only savior of all of this.
Yeah, that would have been like, I would have been like, oh, okay, all right.
And then
We might get
at least we would have
Roxanne might take it off of Rhea. Okay.
at least we would have known where where WWE see Roxanne.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
Because I don't care what nobody say. As long as I get Roxanne versus AJ, I'm okay with
oh yeah, I definitely want to see that.
it. I need that one time, just one time.
Well, I think Roxanne and Cora wants that too. I think they both said they want to have a match with her. But yeah, that is the show. That is it. That's Raw in a nutshell. We took the long road to get there, but hey, we had lots we wanted to say. Um, Jeff, I cannot remember what your channel name is for the life of me. I'm sorry. I want it's there you go. All right,
it's
make sure
Jeff
you put
Wrestling 24.
Jeff Wrestling 24. Shouts out to my man Jeff here. He's been having a hard time with YouTube. I think we're gonna have a Survivor Series War Games match with the YouTube execs because they've been doing my boy wrong here. But get over to Jeff Wrestling 24 and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things for him. We want to get that man to I want to say 500, but I want to say let's get him to 1,000 because at this point you should have been at 1,000.
I'm close to 30 subscribers so far.
Hey, every victory counts, but I want this man to get to 1,000 or more. But 500 will be a good start too. But yeah, let's get over to this man's channel, Soul So Love, because the YouTube execs are doing this man dirty. And then my boy down there, Punch. Let's give a shout out to this man here. He's joining us. I know he's secretly been doing this and watching NXT. So I know I ain't even want to ask what was going on in NXT. I know we cut into that time frame, but once we get out here, we're gonna catch the rest of that. But yeah, shouts out to the man Punch, man. Give that man some love. Give that man some love. His birthday did just recently pass, so happy belated birthday to you.
Thank you.
Then we got Shay here. Know the rules. Shay. She does wrestling and football videos. So if you're a wrestling fan, you're a football fan, and you want a channel for you that does both, she's your girl here. So get over to her channel. You see it right there. Know the rules. Get over there and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. Do all those great things for her. We want her at 500 or more subscribers as well. Shout out to the big man Chris, who couldn't be here, but his influence is felt. We want to get over to his channel. That man is going strong. We want him at 100,000 subscribers, preferably in the next couple of months. He's very close. He's very close. He's the first of us to get there. He's gonna get that YouTube plaque. That's the milestone. We want to aim. We all aiming for that goal. And so let's get over to his channel, Chris Wrestling and Views, and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button. Do all the great things for him so we could get that man to 100,000 subscriber mark. So I want him to see that YouTube plaque. I want him to be able to do one of these videos with that YouTube plaque in the background. Kicking it with Leo. We also got to give a shout out to him too. He joined. He was in the video last week. Shouts out to him. Get over to that man's channel. I'm pretty sure he's, but at this moment he's over 500 subscribers. I want to say so. Yeah, let's get him to 1,000 subscribers by going over here to his channel and hitting that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things for him as well. We want to get him to 1,000 subscribers again. That is kicking it with Leo. Now, I always do me because it goes into also the Rest of the Pit podcast. Get over to my channel, The Little Bit Man Gaming, where I do gaming, I do reactions, reviews, everything under the sun that I like to do because I like to talk about everything, not just wrestling, but I like to talk about movies, I like to talk about TV shows, video games, I like to talk about pretty much almost everything, even comic books. Eventually, it will be comic books talks on there. But get over to my channel, A Little Bit Man Gaming, hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, do all those great things. I want to get to 10,000 subscribers, and when I do, it'll be a reward for one lucky tribe member. And the reason why I mention that because it segues into this channel, the Wrestling Pit podcast, the channel that brings you this entertainment. And when you get over to our channel, the Wrestling Pit podcast, and hit that like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, we want to try to get to 500 or more subscribers because there will be also a reward for one lucky pit member. That's what I'm calling all of our subscribers in the Wrestling Pit podcast. You're our pits. You're our pit members. So hey, one lucky pit member could get a reward. And trust me, I seen something behind the scenes. There is a reward. Punch has sold us some things in the future. One lucky member could get something. I almost spoiled it for a minute. I almost said it, but it's stuff been in the works. There's stuff been in the works. Trust me. There is a reward. There is a reward. So, hey, it's coming. 2025 is going to be a big year for Wrestling Pit podcast. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. This man Punch, he's about to have some very good things for this channel. So, with that being said, Hector, I forgot. I can't forget Hector. Oh my God, I almost ended the video without saying shout out to Hector. Shout out to Big Bro Hector. He will eventually get back on the show. We're gonna get him back on here as well. Hey,
He'll be back by WrestleMania season.
Yeah. By WrestleMania season, we're probably go, which is I'd say end of February, March. We're gonna get him. So yeah. Anyway, with that being said, I couldn't leave the chat. I couldn't sign off without saying shouts out to Hector. But yeah, I think we'll be back Saturday. Yeah, pretty much Saturday for the SmackDown review, and that should be a good one. Oh Lord, I want to see how they handle Solo and Roman Reigns. oh. Well, at least Jacob Fatu looks strong. At least that's the silver line. But yeah, we'll be back Saturday for the SmackDown review. Unless something happens, we might be doing a video Thursday. I was so busy I forgot we should have did a video for New Year's Evil, and I never got to it. So I'm sorry for that. That's on me. I meant to do a video for that, and I was so busy I never got to do that. But yeah. So unless something happens, we'll be doing a video maybe Thursday, but definitely on Saturday. With that being said, we're gonna get out of here, enjoy the rest of our night, get ready for work in the morning, or afternoon, wherever people's schedules is. But we're gonna finish watching that NXT. With that being said, Jeff, hopefully you're woke.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, we always sign up with saying Wrestling Pit Podcast, baby.
Baby.
Yes,
Baby.
yes, yes. We love you guys, and we're out. Peace, love.